What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you, as you can tell in the title, not only the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red Silver Tongue, but a side-by-side comparison of the Fire Red and the metallic 2016 Retro. So before we kind of jump into that, definitely subscribe to the channel, give me a like, and definitely comment below on which pair you like better. How do you like the 2020 version of the Fire Red Silver Tongue, and the differences that you have noticed on the fives, at least the Nike branding of the fives since they've released, if I miss any. So to jump right here into it, I love this version of the Fire Red 5. Now, it's not perfect. I do think that there are some flaws, but the positives, the pros of the shoe actually outweigh the cons. Now, as you can see, you get this nice white upper on the shoe, which actually comes with a kind of glossy look to it, which seems to kind of wear down the more you have them. But it's something I think that is not as bad in person as it actually was looking in photos before they drop. Now, as far as the fives go, you get this metallic tongue, very metallic. These actually do a nice job of shining in the light when they actually prevail through. You get the Fire Red Jumpman on the tongue. You get your lace lock that actually has Nike on the side here. And then the red lace loop right in the middle there. I actually like the lace lock on the shoes. I know some people who are not a fan of the lace lock on the fives, but me personally, I like them as long as you know how to actually use them right on the shoe. You get the black or mostly black base on the shoe here, and the fire teeth on these actually come red. There's no extra splatter design when it comes to the silver tongues. It's just a clean red look on that, and then we get the icy bottom, of course, for the fives. As we come around on the shoe, you get the Nike branding on the back. This is going to be in red on this pair right here. On the inside of the shoe, the inside of the tongue, you can see with the fives, you get the upside down Air Jordan logo. Now, this is something that has changed. It used to be right side up, but through past few decades, or not past couple, I should say, they've been doing the upside down Air Jordan. So that's not something that they have changed on this pair, but very clean look. I would say that this pair is a very comfortable pair of fives compared to some of the older fives, at least in my opinion. So as far as the thickness on the inside, I think that's something they've changed, the comfortability. When you actually look inside the shoe, I can move the shoestrings here. You're gonna get the white Nike Air branding. When we look on the bottom, again, I love the bottom of a lot of Jordan silhouettes, and this is no different here. So on this bottom, you get the nice black with the Nike imprint right in there. You get the icy sole bottom, and you get the Jumpman that's behind the icy sole in red. So that just really hits for me, and I love the bottom of the fives. These are definitely comparable. I would say probably my top soles in the game for Jordan would have to be the Jordan 5, the Jordan 6, the Jordan 9, the Jordan 10, the Jordan 11, and I kind of like the 12s and the 13s. But yeah, either way, so that's my review on here. One thing that I would say was the flaw that I didn't like is how bulky the front of the shoe is. I'm not sure how noticeable that is, or if you have a pair, or if you had a pair and if you noticed it as well. It just seems a little bit bulky in the front. But outside of that, I don't really have too many complaints on the shoe. One thing I would have been cool is there was a pair that Jordan actually rocked where he had 23 on the side of this actual pair. I know some people say, yeah, the shoes that released to the public did not have a 23, but he did wear a pair in a few games that had a 23 on the side. So that would have been cool to drop those as a homage to his playing days. When you come around, this is also something that they have implemented on this pair. This is something that was on the OGs, but this is just a little cloth piece here that's in between the shoestring and the front of the base. So that is something that they put back on here to add to the OG effect of the shoe. So that's something some people don't know as well. The fives were designed after fighter jets. So that's where you get kind of the fiery teeth here on the side, the design of the tongue, the design of the shoe, all comes as a representation of that. So next, what I want to do is kind of jump into putting these on as a side-by-side with the metallic. So we go ahead. I'm gonna throw these right up here. Okay. Alrighty. So, gonna give you guys a full 360 of what these look like. Okay, so now without comparing anything that is completely OG as far as like, you know, maybe speckles on the teeth, speckles just don't come on the teeth of the other fives. So things like that we're going to admit with just the way they did the shoes. So we'll kind of start back here with the Nike Air branding. If you kind of look close on that, you can actually see that the Nike on the fire red pair is a little bit thicker and there's a little bit more space in between the letters when you compare it. I do like the Nike a little bit better on here. It just seems stitched a little bit better. There's not that much space in between the letters. And that's not something that's a big deal because at the end of the day, they're both great stitching. Both say Nike, it gets the job done, but that's just a difference that I noticed in that pair. The width of the base of the shoe in the back here, it's a little bit wider on the fire red than the fives. That's something that I've noticed on this pair as well. The thickness inside the shoe is a little bit different. The height on the tongue, they really did do a really tall tongue on these fives, and that's just in general compared to any other fives. So obviously that was a little bit different when it comes to these as well. Again, one of my only complaints of the fire red was how thick the front is, but you can kind of tell how thick it is compared to the fives. I'm not sure if it's gonna catch it in the video, but just the thickness of this front is a lot thicker than this. It's a lot more poofy all the way around compared to the slimmer on these fives. So that's something that I noticed that I wasn't a fan of. Again, when you're talking about this front part that I pointed out earlier, this comes with it. The black metallics does not come with that. So that's a major difference there, and that's something that was on the OGs that they went away from. Looks like they came back with it finally in 2020, but in 2016, that was not something that they made visible on the shoe. As you can see, it's in there, but it's not visible. Whereas on here, they make it obvious that it's there and they make it visible. But yeah, outside of that, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for definitely joining in. I definitely want to give you guys that side by side and also look at that Fire Red 5. So appreciate you guys for stopping by. Definitely subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, comment below which version you like better. If you like both, and any other differences that you noticed in the shoes that I was not able to point out. So until next time, guys, peace out.